Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney with Jess Metton and Bloomberg's Lisa Mateo. What do you have for us, Lisa?
All right, I want to start with Tesla because their shares have been up as much as 2% before the bell. The big news is that it approved an interim stock award worth about $30 billion for Elon Musk. So what it does, it includes 96 million shares of the company that will vest if Musk continues to serve as lead for another 2 years. Now, he also has to hold onto the shares for 5 years from the grant date. But the board actually stressed the importance of keeping him, right? Saying in a shareholder letter that it was the first step to, quote, good faith payment. It also said it's going to put a longer term CEO compensation strategy ahead of a vote at Tesla's November 6th meeting. So we'll wait and see for that. But you remember, I mean, this legal fight still taking place over that 2018 pay package. So that's kind of the big reason why the board is saying, you know what, we need to act now to keep him. With so much in the news, we've heard about the battle for AI talent, right? Tesla's position as what it calls a critical inflection point. So that's why those shares are higher this morning. Nice. And then we have this company, CommScope. Okay, their shares have been jumping as much as 78%. It's ticker COMM. The reason why, well, it's agreed to sell its connectivity cable solution segment to Connecticut-based Amphenol for about $10.5 billion in cash. Amphenol shares have been up about 4% before the bell, but the deal expected to close in the first half of 2026. CommScope, they've really been working to unload their assets, years of struggling with increasing debt. This is actually the second deal it locked in with Amphenol. In July 2024, it sold its mobile networks business to the company for $2.1 billion, and they use the proceeds to repay their debt. So they're just trying to lock in on repaying their debt. In December, they reached a deal to refinance about $4.3 billion in debt with creditors. But Amphenol has really been making the string of acquisitions in recent years. They're a Connecticut-based company. They design things like fiber optic connectors, antennas, specialty cables. And then the thing with this is that the surge in AI, because of that, they've really seen an increase in demand for their products as well. And I have to point out Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, okay?
Yep.
Their shares have been up down more than 0.5%. It took a $3.8 billion impairment on its Kraft Heinz stake. Its cash pile fell to $344 billion. This is the first decline in 3 years. You had an analyst, right? Analyst was sounding in. An analyst from Edward Jones said the write-down was, quote, overdue, saying you could argue that they should have done it a couple of years ago. But Kraft Heinz now considering a spinoff for its business because it's dealing with a lot of things, like a lot of companies, inflation weighing on consumer spending, and people also looking for those healthier alternatives to their products. So that's kind of weighing on the company too. And lastly, I have to point out what. Wait,
I want to go. No. Blade Air Mobility.
Oh, yes. Have you heard about it?
Well, Rob Weisenthal, my colleague from Credit Suisse First Boston, he's the CEO there. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Ka-ching, yeah.
Okay, well, hello. Their shares are soaring up about 26%. It's a helicopter rideshare operator.
Right.
Yeah, so sources are saying Joby Aviation is said to be looking to buy the company. And so now Joby Aviation, those shares are up about 6%, but that's actually a pretty big market.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.